Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to be here. So Quebec Precious Metals is a new company created last year by merging two existing companies to become a leading gold explorer in the province of Quebec. In particular, in the James-Bay region, the new Abitibi of Quebec. We have over 900 square kilometers of ground, and we're focusing on a flagship project called Champigny, where 25,000 meters have already been drilled by the previous operators and where we have multi-million ounce potential. We have good shareholders. The creation of the company was triggered by the contribution of now Newmont Goldcorp. Goldcorp at that time that has 14% of the company. That operates the Eleanor gold mine. Well, the Eleanor gold mine, some of you may know, was discovered in 2004 by Virginia Gold, sold to Goldcorp for 500 million Canadian. On our team is a member of that discovery team. And they have a mill. They've invested $2.4 billion Canadian. They've got about 7 years of reserve. The clock is ticking. They want to have other projects feeding that mill or standalone mines. They like the project, they invested in it, and they're largest shareholder. We also have on our shareholder list the largest pension fund in Quebec that just has under 10% of the company. We have a very strong team, lots of experience in exploration, in mining, in Quebec, and in the region. Our market cap is 11 million. We have 45 million shares outstanding. The transaction was closed at 61 cents. We have options and warrants as well. I've mentioned Caisse de dépôt, Quebec's largest pension fund, and Newmont as key shareholders, but also management board and PE Partners, which is a company that our president is one of the three partners. That's 16% of the shares, and another Quebec fund, 3%. So over 40% of the shares is amongst 5 groups. Our team, I'm a geological engineer, born and raised in Montreal, 22 years outside of Quebec, many years with PricewaterhouseCoopers, all my career in mining, the last 12 years, largely in junior mining, mostly in Quebec. Jean-François Meilleur is our president, lots of financial expertise, very familiar with capital markets. Jean-Sébastien Lavallée and Jean-Raymond Lavallée are father and son, lots of experience in the area, tremendous geologists, and Jean-Raymond, a tremendous person in the field. Part-time CFO Nathalie Laurent. John Hick, well-known in the industry, has participated in the creation of Plasterdome years ago, ran gold companies, on the board of many companies, very familiar with Quebec as well. François Biron, well-known mining engineer in Quebec, ran mines for Barrick and other gold companies. He's a vice chairman. Michel Gauthier is the person I mentioned to you before. He was a geologist, he is a geologist, well-known in Quebec, part of the discovery team with Virginia back in 2004. That's our team. Our plan is quite simple, to get to multi-million ounce, at least 2 million ounce of resources within the next year. And to do that, we keep drilling. We didn't stop drilling from the closing of the transaction just under a year ago, and we're going to keep drilling, including this summer, to generate that resource. We are also monetizing assets that came as part of the transaction from the two companies. Yesterday we had a press release explaining what that is, and we expect to get about $1 to $3 million of money, hard cash, from monetization over the next while. We have $2 million in the bank. We don't need money. I'm not here to ask for money as part of financing, but I'm here to tell you that I'd like you to be a shareholder. So of course, we look at other projects and other opportunities like we should all do in this business. So this is a map showing where the James-Bay region is in northern Quebec, huge region, just north of the Abitibi that many of you must know. And the focus is on Champigny, shown in yellow. The green projects, also very interesting projects in the same region, including the Blanc and Charles, and nearby the discovery that Midland made on surface, copper gold backed up by BHP, they're drilling now. Those are projects in green. We're going to be looking for partners to advance them and get cash, shares, and work commitments in return. So this is the new Abitibi of Quebec. And to best illustrate that, you can look at drill holes reported by the government of Quebec in a BTB compared to drill holes that are reported in the area. This is like going back to a BTB 100 years ago. We're just starting to scratch the surface and find lots of gold, and also copper gold, and also other commodities are present. This is the actual project situation. In black are our claims and other properties. Again, we are focusing on this area here at the center of the map, northwest of the Eleanor mine. We're at about 90 kilometers. We're going to show you better appreciation of that in the next few slides. So this is a Google view showing the Champigny project outline in yellow. And we have the La Pointe area, which we're going to come back to, that shows where we've done most of the drilling. This is a favorable geological terrain contact between metasedimentary rocks and intrusive rocks, and also volcanic rocks. That is very favorable. It has the size of the Val d'Or camp in the BTB. Looking there, here's the Eleanor mine mill, 90 kilometers away. The La Pointe target zone is here, zone 25 and 26. Then shown again the two zones in green and blue. This is a drilling we've been doing so far, below the surface, 25,000 meters. Some of the drill hole intercept, it's a silicified zone, you can trace it, you hit it in every hole, grade varies, but typically 10 to 30 meters width, grams can go from 3, 4, 5 grams. The target zone is shown here. The best way to find it, as we have discovered and others have discovered in the area, is to do soil geochem. Here's a plan of the soil geochem anomalies that we have, and that's extend quite a bit away from the La Pointe zone. These become drill targets. So we're at the stage now we're going to plan that for the summer program as part of the technical committee we have with Newmont. Also, geophysics is useful to map out conductors. There are sulfides, pyrite, but also arsenopyrite that correlates well with gold. Well, coming back to La Pointe, this is what it looks like on section. And it's 500 meters depth, 550 meters down plunge, 800 meters strike length, and keeps getting bigger. So I've talked about the main area we've been drilling, but also we've done some drilling based on surface showing that it had been identified before to the northeast, 6 to 10 kilometers. And we've hit gold in 10 of the 11 holes, up to half an ounce over 2 meters on surface. Very good results for our first drilling campaign of 1,600 meters. We're going to go back there and drill some more as part of the next program. This is what these areas look like. GR and Simon area. So to summarize, why should you invest in QPM? Well, we're going to have continuous news flow. We're going to have drill results coming. We want to advance. We will advance this resource to a resource disclosure stage within the next 12 months. And we will do that to completely illustrate the multi-million ounce potential. We have retained 2 firms to already complete a 3D model and get ready for that. We have significant potential for additional discoveries, as we've seen in the GR and Salmon area. We have a big land package, and we have good shareholders, strategic investors, good team, management, board. We have money. Also in Quebec, I must stress that when you spend hard dollars, you get about 40% back in cash. You get an actual check that you can reinvest to do more exploration. And we're also going to be monetizing those non-core assets that I've described earlier. Thank you for your attention. Look forward to your questions.